So I'm Comfort Mintah, and I'm originally from Ghana. And yes, I'm currently in Canada doing my PhD. So I'm in my final year PhD, BSc in University of Ghana. And then from that was in 2009 and 2013. And then I came to AIM South Africa to do my first master's. And that was where I met my supervisor, Professor David Krebs, who I'm still currently working with him for the PhD program. And from AIM, so I came here in Canada to do a second master's, and I'm still here in Canada with the PhD. Yeah, but my area of expertise is in quantum computing. I kind of specialize in quantum communication, something called local operations and classical communication. And so I look at classical communication and then doing measurements locally. That's like a simple way I can get that out there. Yes. I think mathematics is very important, not even only in everyday life, right? Because even without, I think without mathematics, the whole world will be in a chaos state. And one of the things that I find interesting is cooking, baking, right? So within this pandemic period, I had to take up baking because I don't know how to bake, and I had to start learning how to bake. And the first time I had to bake, I bought the recipe. I knew the recipes and everything. And I decided that, okay, instead of 3 eggs, I'm going to use 4 eggs. I'm going to use 200 milligrams of this and not that. And my cake came out like really bad. And so the birthday cakes you have been seeing and all those beautiful cakes that you see, they make use of mathematics, because if you get any of these measurements off or measurements wrong, the taste and everything will change. It's not just baking, with cooking as well. You have to add a particular amount of spice into your food so that the taste comes out the way you want it to be. You have to choose your clothing size, and some of these sizes are maybe in a US size, but you know the British conversion for maybe British to French or French to US or something like that. Then, so if you know that kind of little conversions like that, all these things, to be able to convert a size from British to the US size or US size to a British size, you still need some form of mathematics. And I mean, sometimes you are using the math, but you're not even aware you are using the mathematics, sports and activities, right? So I'm a huge fan of going to the gym and doing a lot of sports as well. And so you when you want to maybe hit a tennis ball or play a soccer ball, in order for you to be able to target that, oh, I want to hit the ball so that it goes directly into the net, or hit the ball so that my opponent will not be able to hit the ball back in a tennis match, then you know that you have to use some form of calculation. You have to play the ball in a particular angle for it to for you to score a goal, right? So all these things like make use of mathematics, and that type of math is trigonometry. So if you are in basic school and you are learning tricks, science course and all those things, their application is in sports. And I mean, even without me talking about my daily life, let's look at the current situation in globally, the pandemic situation with the COVID virus. Yeah, and this, in order for us to be able to manage the number of infections that are recorded, we use time series data. You might not know what a time series data is, but then as someone who is like in the village, like you said, but then the point is for us to be able to tell that in this particular time period of time, we'll have this number of infections and all those things. It just makes use of mathematics, right? Because without mathematics, like we wouldn't be able to tell that, oh, okay, let's try and social distance at this, let's try and strictly social distance at this time period, because during the cold season we have more infection. All this thing will make use of some form of mathematics. They might be a little bit of advanced mathematics, but without mathematics, we can't make some of these predictions that is happening. So the vaccines they are coming out with, and all those medicines are making use of very strong math. I think for me, I think mathematics is really very important. I think that math for me, and I for me, what I'm going to tell you is mathematics is not as difficult as you think it is. You just need to understand the concept. It's that kind of course that you do when you get it right, you are the happiest person on earth, right? So, I want to encourage everyone that we shouldn't think that math is difficult and it's only meant for this particular gender of people and stuff like that. But we should all like get involved in math. And try to learn hard. I'm not going to take out the fact that you really have to add hard work to mathematics. If you practice a lot and you work hard, your view of mathematics will not be you will not have the view that is difficult as you're saying it. Yeah.